Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers reveal the whole town is bracing for a courtroom showdown as the custody battle for Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Mako, and Wiley Corinthos, Viron Weaver, nears its late May hearing, but a shocking secret about Drew Quartermain's Cameron Matheson meddling could turn the tide. Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, recently traveled to Germany to see Michael Corinthos, Chad Tuel, hoping to clear the air and possibly explore reconciliation, only to be told he refused to see her. Unbeknownst to her, Drew paid a nurse at Michael's recovery facility to lie, ensuring Willow never spoke to him and leaving her vulnerable to Drew's manipulations. Rumors are swirling that this truth bomb might explode in court as Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, fights for Michael's kids. If Willow learns Michael never knew she traveled halfway around the world to make things right with him, what will it mean for her trust in Drew and the custody fight? Willow's Germany trip was a bid to mend fences with Michael, with some fans speculating she even hoped for a spark of their old connection. The nurses claimed that Michael rejected her visit crushed her, pushing her closer to Drew, who's been subtly steering her toward his side in the custody battle. Drew's payoff to the nurse was a calculated move to isolate Willow, banking on her emotional vulnerability to strengthen his case for Amelia and Wiley. But Willow's not clueless. Her growing unease about Drew's intentions could make her question the Germany incident. If a courtroom slip, perhaps from Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, helping Carly, sniffing out Drew's schemes, reveals the truth, Willow's world could implode. Will her heartbreak turn to rage when she learns Drew played her? The custody hearing is set to be a pressure cooker, with Carly fiercely defending Michael's rights against Willow and Drew's united front. Sources hint that Nina, desperate to sway Willow or undermine Drew, might dig up evidence of the nurse's payoff, possibly through a leaked payment record or a whistleblower from the facility. If this bombshell drops mid-trial, it could shatter Willow's trust in Drew, forcing her to reconsider her stance on custody. Carly would seize the chance to paint Drew as a manipulator, bolstering her case. But the revelation risks alienating Willow from both sides, as she grapples with the fact that Michael never rejected her. Will the courtroom chaos expose Drew's deception, or will he squirm out of it if Willow discovers Michael never knew she came to Germany? The emotional fallout could reshape the custody battle and her relationships. She might reach out to Michael, still recovering in Germany, sparking a conversation that could shift their dynamic, whether toward reconciliation or closure. Her fury at Drew's betrayal could push her to side with Carly, weakening his custody bid, or leave her too rattled to fight effectively. J.H. fans are questioning whether Willow will confront Drew in a dramatic courtroom scene, or if the truth will drive her back to Michael's orbit. Port Charles is never short on secrets, and Drew Kane's latest heroic move abroad might have just turned into a ticking time bomb. While he might have had the best intentions, it seems his recent trip to Germany, under the guise of expanding Aurora Media, wasn't all about business. The past has a funny way of catching up, and if courtroom whispers are true, Drew could be facing a brutal reckoning. The question is, what did Drew really do in Germany, and why is it all blowing up now? Right in the middle of a high-stakes Port Charles legal battle. Let's dig into the messy truth behind Drew's meddling in Germany and how it could change everything for him, and more than a few other major players. Drew's secret mission in Germany, business or blackmail? On the surface, Drew's recent jaunt to Germany seemed routine. As co-CEO of Aurora Media, it made sense for him to explore international partnerships. But longtime viewers know that Drew has a soft spot for noble missions, and a tendency to cross legal lines when it comes to protecting people he cares about. So what really happened overseas? Rumor has it that Drew wasn't just meeting with investors. He was digging into a highly classified military archive, using old USB contacts and Aurora's resources to cover his tracks. His target? a long-forgotten dossier on a covert operation involving Jason Morgan, his twin, the WSB, and certain unsanctioned missions carried out across Europe, including one in Munich that ended in civilian casualties. Drew's intention may have been to exonerate Jason posthumously, or to gather leverage against Valentin Cassadine, who's also deeply embedded in the intelligence world. But whether his aim was justice or revenge, his methods crossed a serious line. And now, someone's ready to expose him. The courtroom bombshell. Nina's trial takes an unexpected turn. Ironically, the truth about Drew's meddling might come out during a completely unrelated trial. Nina Reeves is currently in the hot seat, facing charges tied to SEC violations that could lead to serious prison time. Though her case is centered around the insider trading tip she anonymously gave, the defense is scrambling to show that Nina was set up or manipulated. Enter Martin Gray, her attorney, and a man not above pulling a surprise witness out of his sleeve. According to leaked spoilers, Martin may be planning to subpoena Drew, not just as a witness to Nina's business dealings with Carly and Sonny, but as someone with his own dirty laundry. And what better way to create reasonable doubt than by turning the spotlight on Drew's illegal activities overseas? Word around the courtroom halls is that a German investigative journalist has been flown into town, under subpoena, armed with documents that place Drew at the scene of a digital break-in at a restricted government facility in Berlin. If authenticated, these documents could expose Drew's actions as espionage and completely shift the balance of the trial. Carly and Jason, caught in the fallout. While Carly Spencer has never been a stranger to controversy, she's in for a shock when she learns what Drew's been hiding. Carly supported Drew's trip to Germany, believing it was all about reclaiming his independence and growing Aurora's global reach. But now, with her freedom and fortune already on the line, the idea that Drew may have committed international crimes, on her behalf or worse, using her company as cover, could make things even messier. And then there's Jason Morgan. Though presumed dead for over a year, Jason's recent return from the shadows has thrown Port Charles into emotional chaos. While he's staying tight-lipped about what happened to him, the idea that Drew was digging into Jason's classified history, possibly without permission, could ignite a serious rift between the brothers, especially if Drew's interference put Jason, or others, in danger. Sources say that Jason will confront Drew in an upcoming episode, demanding to know exactly what he did and who he put at risk. Drew, for his part, may try to justify it by insisting he was trying to clear Jason's name or protect Scout's future. But will that be enough? Jason's patience may be wearing thin, especially as more pieces of his past are dredged up. And if the WSB gets involved, both brothers could find themselves targets. Valentin's shadow looms. Wherever trouble stirs in Port Charles, you can bet a Cassadine is lurking nearby. Valentin has been keeping a surprisingly low profile lately, focusing on rebuilding ELQ and his fractured relationship with Anna Devane. But whispers suggest he's known about Drew's activities in Germany for weeks, and may have even orchestrated the leak to the press. After all, Valentin's former ties to the WSB and his current role in various covert circles make him uniquely positioned to control information. If he suspects Drew has intel that could threaten his plans, or his connection to pikemen, exposing Drew in court may be a strategic masterstroke. Could Valentin have sent that German journalist to Port Charles? Or is he simply waiting for Drew to implode so he can swoop in and reclaim Aurora? Either way, Valentin's silence is suspicious, and we wouldn't put it past him to use the chaos to eliminate a rival. Sam and Scout. Collateral damage. Perhaps the most heartbreaking fallout will come for Sam McCall and Scout Kane. Sam has worked hard to maintain a cordial co-parenting dynamic with Drew, despite her deepening connection with Dant. But the revelation that Drew has been hiding dangerous secrets, and possibly putting Scout's inheritance or future at risk, could be a breaking point. Scout's name was reportedly used to access certain legacy accounts connected to Jason's military past. If proven, that could spell disaster for any future custody disputes or legal trust funds tied to the Kane/Morgan family tree. Sam has made it clear in the past that she won't tolerate lies, especially if her daughter's safety is involved. If Drew's reckless hero complex has endangered Scout or violated Sam's trust, she may push for sole custody or even cut ties completely. Don't be surprised if Sam shows up in court with her own legal counsel, determined to protect her daughter at all costs. What happens next? This storyline could unfold in several explosive directions. 1. Drew is arrested. If the court accepts the German evidence, Drew may be arrested for crimes committed on foreign soil. Though the U.S. can't prosecute for everything, the optics alone could cost him Aurora and any custody rights. 2. A deal with the WSB. Desperate to stay out of prison, Drew might cut a deal with the WSB, offering information on Pikeman or Valentin in exchange for immunity. That would put him in deep, especially if it drags Sonny into the mix. 3. Jason takes the fall. If Drew's research uncovers Jason's past WSB ties, Jason might find himself retargeted by the agency, forced to come clean about what he was doing all those months he was missing. 4. A family feud explodes. Carly, Jason, and Sam could all turn on Drew, fracturing what little unity remained in their circle. Drew could find himself more alone than ever, paying the price for a mission that no one asked him to complete. Final thoughts. Drew Kane's heart may have been in the right place, but his actions are about to trigger a cascade of consequences that could change Port Charles forever. Secrets, lies, and buried missions are bubbling to the surface, and court is the last place anyone wanted them exposed. With Nina's trial spiraling and Jason's past colliding with Drew's present, the courtroom could become the battleground for truths too dangerous to tell, and for at least one man, too costly to keep hidden. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.